think I died and went to heaven. Alright, we're ready to hit the trail again. Face ID's got the full pack and strap-on chips. You must be Big Mama.
I am.
I'm Jeff. And this is Adrian. All right, thanks, Big Mama. You're on camera.
Oh, bye.
All right. See you up the trail.
See you in about an hour.
Yeah, okay. Okay, here we go again. This is where I came down on the Blue Blaze from the PCT, and it was very steep. And now I gotta walk back up it, so. Good morning. It is Tuesday, July 8th. And this would make it my 14th day on trail in 2025. I just came off the Blue Blaze from Callahan's and I'm back on the PCT northbound, which actually takes me down, back down. It was a pretty stiff climb up. Now I got to go back down on the actual trail. So anyway, had a really nice zero in Ashland. Nice little community, and stayed at a gentleman named Chris's house. He's a fabulous cook. I saw a hiker, Chris, and his kids. I had seen that, well, kids are sophomores in college. He had been hiking with Pace Car earlier, and I spent the night before the fire closure in the same camp as them. So it's good catching up with them. And then I think Pace Car will be up here, or up a ways on trail. And then Face ID, he took the ride from Big Mama down to where I'll be crossing Highway 99, I think it is. So he's not a purist when it, well, I'm not really a purist either, but I wanted to connect the footsteps where I left the trail, so that's why I came back up. So anyway, back on trail. Pretty well rested, actually. Feel surprisingly good. So hopefully I'm getting my trail legs now. At least over the initial shock to the body. Little road walk south on Highway 99, and then I am back on an actual trail. Well, there's actually a few in there, but it's a little early in the day for me, so I think I will pass and leave that for somebody else. first installment of what's in my pack. I'll start with the big three. I'll try to keep this real short. Big three is pack, shelter, and sleeping system. My pack is a Gossamer Gear Mariposa 60. It's a 60-liter pack. I swapped out the stock back pad panel for a 3mm foldable Gossamer Gear pad that doubles as a sit pad. I like things that do double duty. So when I want a sit pad, I pull that out of the back of the pack and sit on it. Or I also use it as a sleeping mat underneath my air mattress. Shelter, I have a Gossamer Gear, the 2, which is a 2-person tent. For me, that's worth the extra weight. It weighs a little over 1.5 pounds, maybe 1.75 pounds, including 8 stakes. It's a trekking pole tent, so again, the trekking poles serve double duty as tent poles. And my sleeping system, I mentioned that thin 3mm Gossamer Gear sleeping pad underneath a Neo Air X Lite Thermarest pad. It's an NXT actually. And then my sleeping bag, on this trip I brought my 30-degree Western Mountaineering, I think it's a Mega Light 30-degree bag. I open it up and use it as a quilt sometimes if it's warm, and then I zip into it. It's a mummy bag when it's a little colder. So that's my big three. Sometime down the road, I will get into the other things in my pack as well. The other component to my sleeping system is my pillow. So over the years, I finally figured this out, and maybe it's obvious to a lot of other hikers, but I bring one spare shirt along. I usually wear the sun hoodie, if you can see it, when I'm on trail to keep the sun off of me, and sometimes I sleep in it if it's cold. But anyway, I have a spare short sleeve shirt that I either wear for sleeping or in town, because it has less of a stink to it than my sun hoodie as a general rule. I pull whichever shirt I'm not wearing, I pull it over the top of my sleeping mat, so it's like a sleeve on there, and then I stuff an inflatable pillow. It's a Sea to Summit Eris or something like that pillow, inflatable. And then I use my stuff sack for my sleeping bag, which turns inside out, and it has a fleece panel on one side, so it's a soft pillow. And that way the pillow, the inflatable pillow, and then the down jacket stuffed inside the stuff sack. So I stuff the pillows inside that shirt that's over my sleeping pad, and then they stay stationary all night, and they don't fly around the tent, and I don't wake up when the pillow disappears. There's a small fire over there. I don't know if that was there before, or when I left. It's not very close. I'd say it's probably about 5 miles away, but anyway, it's getting smoky over there. Just kind of trying to crank out some miles here and make it to a pond at mile probably 1739 or so. Pace car and Magellan, I think will be there. I know Pace car will be. Not really much in the way of scenery today. Not a very exciting day. A few views of Shasta and Pilot Rock, and that was about it. So, get a lot of my ugly mug. So, I'm gonna post up somewhere near this pond. Hopefully, get some clean water from it. I guess the trick is to hanky pre-filter into your reservoir and then Sawyer squeeze. So, should be exciting. This is our camp for the night. Mile 1739, I think. Not our best campsite ever. That is Magellan over there in the yellow, orange tent. This is me right here. Pace car is up the trail just a bit. So not much to speak about, not much to write home about. But this is camp for the night.